Hello and welcome back to Not Just Buildings. Now, you might be wondering, do I have the right podcast? What on earth is Not Just Buildings? Well, listener, I'm pleased to tell you that we have renamed Chamber Vibes to something that more accurately reflects the purpose of this podcast, which is to tell the stories of businesses, nonprofits, and institutions in the area of Bedford, Virginia, which we do by talking to the real local people working behind the scenes. Plus, the new name is pretty catchy, and it's inspired by longtime Chamber and board member Bill Moss, who always says that businesses aren't just buildings, they're people. Thank you, Bill, for your years of service to our chamber and business community. We appreciate you. Anyway, thanks so much for sticking with us as we grow, and if you're new to the podcast, we're glad to have you join us as we kick off 2026. Now, for our official introduction, welcome to Not Just Buildings, where we interview the local people behind businesses, nonprofits, and institutions in the area of Bedford, Virginia. My name is Foster Garrett, and I am the Director of Marketing and Events for the Bedford Area Chamber of Commerce, which is a membership organization whose mission is to serve as a catalyst for local business success, a convener of regional leadership, and a champion for a vibrant and resilient economy. However, before we get to the interview, I would like to highlight some of our upcoming programming and events. We offer a little bit of everything for everyone, so I encourage you to stick around to learn more about what's next. But if you want to just jump straight to today's interview, no worries. You can find all of our programming on bedfordareachamber.com, and I'll drop our phone number at the end of this episode, so make sure to listen all the way through. We have had so many celebrations recently, ribbon cuttings for grand openings, for additions, and just everything that you can think of. We had a great ribbon cutting for the Peaks of Otter Artisans Gallery this past weekend, and that is a brand new, super cool addition to the Bedford community located at Gross's Orchard. There are different artisan works from quilting to stained glass to fused glass, which is really cool, to beaded jewelry to oil paintings. Really, if you name it, it's probably there, and everything is available for purchase. So go and check it out. We have several more ribbon cuttings coming up, though. The next one will be on August 6th at 10 a.m. It is for LJ's Creations Cafe, which is a family-owned cafe located right here in the town of Bedford, and they have been in business for 5 years, so we're going to celebrate their anniversary with them. There'll be a lot of cool things going on, from a big raffle to fresh-made cupcakes and pastries. They're gonna go all out with the decorations and the open house. So please come on out. If you don't have time at 10 a.m. for the ribbon cutting ceremony, see them that day and just wish them a happy anniversary. After that, we have a ribbon cutting coming up on August 16th for Growing Grace Academy, which is a brand new school located in Vinton. We're super excited for that as well. And there are other ribbon cuttings and ceremonies coming up, so keep an eye on our calendar. We're super excited. If you have something to celebrate, please reach out to us. We would love to help you commemorate the occasion. As for other events, we have several happening in August, all of which I'm super excited about. The first one that I want to mention is State of Bedford. So this is a brand new advocacy event that we are adding to our programming. It is happening on August 12th from 1 to 3 p.m. We're super, super excited about it. It is a partnership between us, the town of Bedford, and Bedford County, and it's an opportunity for you as a resident or a business owner to hear directly from County Administrator Robert Hiss and Town Manager Bart Warner. They are going to give an overview of some things that are going on in the county, whether it's current projects or future initiatives. They're going to talk about their budget, which is everybody's favorite subject, and also hierarchy, divisions, and just other pertinent information if you're living or working in this community. And we will also be taking questions before the event, and at the event we'll have like a little question box, and our moderator will ask some questions to Bart and to Mr. Hiss. So this is a great lead up to the Bedford Candidate Forum, which is happening on September 3rd. This event always features all of our local candidates running for local office and state office. This year, the only thing that is being voted for on election day is town council. There are 3 spots open and 4 different candidates, so this will be an opportunity for you as a resident to get to know them, hear what their platform is, what their opinions are on different policies. If you have something that you want to be asked, you can also submit that to us, and Tim Saunders, our moderator, will potentially ask it. It'll also be live streamed, so if you aren't able to make it, You can always find it on YouTube after the event or watch it live on Facebook during. The last thing I'll mention is that we have our fall job fair coming up on August 28th. I am so excited for this. We have an amazing roster of employers located in Bedford, Lynchburg, Roanoke, and surrounding areas. It's everything from manufacturing to healthcare to banking to insurance, government services, utilities, public safety, you name it, it's probably there. And if you haven't ever participated in a job fair as an employer, this is really a great one to start with. We try to make it really easy for everybody to participate. So your registration fee includes breakfast, lunch, a pre-set up table and chairs. We do a lot of marketing for this event, and it's at an amazing space at Blue Ridge Community Church at New London. We've been really happy and successful with these events for the last couple of years, and we just continue to grow. So at our fall job fair last year, we saw 300 job seekers come by, and it was very diverse. We always get a good variety of different types of people looking for different types of opportunities. And it's just a great way to connect face to face with job seekers and employers. It's just a really great, welcoming, connective event. So if you're interested in anything I talked about and more, you can go on our website, bedfordareachamber.com, and you're always welcome to reach out with questions. The Chamber would love to hear from you, whether you're a Chamber member, a community member, or just a listener who enjoys our podcast. But that's more than enough for me today. Without further ado, please allow me to introduce today's guest, Rachel Wheaton with Manpower. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks, Foster. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited to chat with you. I feel like we always have great conversations, and we kind of broke the cardinal rule of podcasting, which is don't start talking before you're recorded. So we'll have to run it back. But before we kind of get into it, can you please just tell us a little bit about yourself and then about your business?
Sure. So again, my name is Rachel Wheaton. I work with Manpower. I have been with Manpower as a recruiter for the past 13 years and recently promoted to the market manager position.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. It's kind of always been a dream to have my own team and be able to manage them and lead them. So very happy about that. But originally I started with Manpower 32 years ago as an associate on assignment. So I've been an associate, so I know what it's like to be on an assignment and be able to get to work. I went to work in HR at a company in Lynchburg called R.R. Donnelly. They have since closed down, but great time with them for 16 years and had made wonderful friends and just really enjoyed being there. And I left when the kids were younger for about 5 years and then came back to Manpower this time as a recruiter 13 years ago. So that's my story.
That is so cool. I did not know that you started out as an associate.
Yep, I sure did.
Cool. It all circled back.
It did. And so I actually had an offer from one of our competitors, and I chose Manpower over it because it was like coming home.
Yeah, that is so awesome. I love that.
It was exciting.
Well, tell us a little bit about Manpower.
So Manpower is a global workforce solutions company, and we put people to work every day. So that's just in a nutshell what we do. We're probably most known for the short-term staffing, which would be years ago, a day or two to fill in for someone. Back when I started, I worked for a staffing service and was at the Lynchburg Chamber for 3 days, filling in for someone who was on vacation.
That's
So
cool.
That's kind of how it used to be, a few days here, week there. But now we have more into like temporary staffing, long-term temp-to-hire, direct hire, outplacement services, workforce management. We've been in business over 75 years. We started in 1948.
Wow.
I always remember it because that's the year my dad was born. If I have someone's, like, what year did you start? I'm like, 1948. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin is where the company was started. And so we really blossomed to be able to be a global company. We're actually in 72 countries.
Wow.
And we have over 2,000 offices around the world.
That's so cool.
It's very neat. We have 300 offices in North America. And we put 600,000 associates on assignment every day. So when I say we put people to work every day,
That's incredible.
600,000 people to work every day. And last year, very profitable. We had $18 billion in revenue, servicing 400,000 customers.
That's amazing.
We really enjoy what we do and understand that what we do at Manpower is more than just giving people a job. We're
Mhm.
giving people an opportunity. So the things we do that allows them to provide for their families, just the basic needs of humanity, food, clothing, and shelter. So we're providing them with a job, an opportunity, a career, really to be able to provide for their families. And that's the
Mhm.
heart of what we do.
I love that. So my first job out of college was working for the VEC.
Yes.
And it was really interesting because I was in workforce services, but it was when they were dividing into Virginia Works. So it was really, it was just like a very strange experience, but it introduced me to workforce development and helping people find jobs and helping businesses grow and be able to offer people like really high quality opportunities. And I think it's so like niche in a way because I don't think people really think about workforce development that much or helping people find jobs. But because I'm like now, like, I'm kind of into it. Like, I really like it. I like being able to help people find out like opportunities that match their experience and what they're trying to do, what they're trying to provide for themselves and for their families. And I've helped a lot of my friends find good jobs. And it's just, I feel like it's so rewarding because it means so much because that's, that's the basis of your lifestyle, of your
Yes.
standard of living.
I don't know, Foster. I think you might need to come on over to Manpower. I'm just saying. I
It
think
sounds like
that'd
a
be
really good
great.
place to work.
It is, and you captured the heart of what we do. We're not just order fillers. We're
Mhm.
there to make the match. So we want to make sure that we're understanding and discovering what our clients need, what our associates need, and then being able to match them up with the right job for them long term. Not just something that's a quick fix. We want them to be able to be
Mhm.
long term. So you captured it. That's what we do.
Yeah. What do you think is you've mentioned like a lot of like kind of your specialties and your services with long-term temp and a lot of other words I didn't understand. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure, absolutely. So, when it comes to things like temporary staffing, excuse me, that would be, as we talked about, just something that maybe for a project, 3 weeks or
Mhm.
more. We also do things that are going to be long term. So, we have some clients that I've had people on assignment for a couple of years
Wow.
because Manpower offers benefits such as dental, medical, vision, those types of things, 401k. Some of our clients, excuse me, aren't able to provide that to our associates,
Mm.
but we can. So they like to have their associates to stay on with us longer. So that's like a long term opportunity. Also, direct placement, that might be where you have a position that is maybe difficult to fill.
Mhm.
And so we need to have other resources to come in where we're going to do a direct hire placement for someone where they're just going to never be on our payroll. We're going to recruit for that company, but then they just go directly to work for them.
Gotcha.
So that's what direct hire means. And then also different types of workforce management services, like when someone's on an assignment, they may need to have an assessment or coaching, leadership development. Outplacement. Outplacement is when a company may be closing down, and then we step in to help their workers to find other work.
That is so cool. I didn't know any of that. I feel like when people think of like temp service, they think like, oh, like you said, like I'm going to work a couple bit days this place, couple days that place. It's really cool that you're able to help people not only have benefits, but help them with training and filling the gaps in kind of their resume.
Yes, we have a program, in fact, called My Path, which is a way that people can do different types of online learning through our
Mhm.
catalog suite that we have. We can also do our Manpower Acceleration Program. It's a 6 week program that they can do online at their speed on their own time, and they get a certificate at the end that certifies them in something, for example, like a warehouse lead or
Mhm.
human resources, different things that they can take to help them get promoted or go to their next job. And that's all free to them while they're on assignment.
That's awesome. I feel like this is a really good opportunity, not only for people that are looking for a job to get tuned in, but also for employers that maybe need your services and maybe they didn't think about that before.
Yes, we love servicing our clients. As I mentioned, we have over 400,000 customers worldwide. And for the clients, the biggest thing that we want them to understand is that we're their partner.
Hmm.
We're a consultant. We're just an extension of their HR team. So we're there to help them. They might be short staffed or may have a small staff and they need someone to be able to help them to get the next hire or
Hmm.
manage one of the services that needs to be done in the business. So we really want our clients to think of us as a partner so that we can make sure that they understand we're there to help them. to be able to discover what they need and make sure that we're finding the right fit for them. It's also really helpful for our clients because they can see the associates in action before they make a
Mhm.
long-term commitment to them. But I also like to let our candidates know they can see the employer too and decide, is that where
Yes.
they want to work?
Yeah.
So it goes both ways.
That's why I like our job fairs because it's like a good opportunity for people to just have these direct conversations and see not only if the skills and the experience match up, but also what is kind of like the workplace values and how does that match with your own values and your lifestyle and what you have going on. And that for the employer to really get to know like your personality and your character because that's so hard on paper. Like with digital applications, it's so hard to come across how you actually are, especially if you're somebody that maybe struggles with writing or grammar or things like that, but you're really good like face to face. So I think I think it's cool to be able to connect people in that way.
Yes, it's the difference between having a text conversation and having a face to face
Hmm.
conversation with someone. So when you're at the interview, at the job fair, you can get the vibe of the
Hmm.
company. What's their culture? What's it like? It's different, like you said, than just like reading it like you would read a text message. It's not just words, it's actually a feeling. So we enjoy doing that.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what makes like for good employers and good hiring practices is making it people focused and relationship based.
Yes, it's all about the relationship. So when it comes to sales, we like to think of it more like solving. We're not selling.
Hmm.
So we want to solve. So whether it's the client and solving their needs, filling their gaps, making sure they're more productive, or as we talked about with the candidate, making sure that we're solving their needs and finding the right match for them, we try to always make sure that we're, getting both sides to keep everyone happy.
Absolutely. Well, can you tell us a little bit about your local office? And
Yes.
yeah.
So our local office is in Forest. We are in the Graves Mill Shopping Center. We're at the corner of Graves Mill and 221. So I usually describe it as, do you know where Bull's Steakhouse is?
Yes.
And so we're on the same side that faces Graves Mill Road. You could wake me up in my sleep and I could just, put that on repeat as to where we're located. So shout out, come and see us. So we are called the Western Central Virginia Market.
Okay.
And so our market covers Lynchburg, Roanoke, Bedford, Alta Vista. We also go up to Charlottesville, all the way up to Harrisonburg, which I was at a couple of weeks ago. We go down to Wytheville, Danville. We about 175 miles, I calculated. So
That's
I'd been
so
telling
much.
people 200 miles, but when I put it in just to make sure I was accurate, it was 175 miles that we cover up and down 29, Interstate 81, Interstate 64, 460. So we have a pretty broad area that we cover. We have a couple of recruiters in our office, and we have myself. And between the three of us, we have almost 60 years of experience just at Manpower.
Wow. That is so cool.
It's very exciting. Yeah, we love it. We have a very seasoned workforce, and so that
Yeah.
makes it nice for consistency for clients because they call us up and they're like, "Oh, great, you're there. You're still there." Or candidates that we worked with 10 years ago, they'll come by and they'll say, "Oh, you're still there. I'm so happy. I was hoping you would still be there."
Oh.
So it's just nice that we don't have a lot of turnover,
Yeah.
and that way it just makes for more consistent services that we can provide to everyone.
Well, I think that means a lot for people that like that are staffing, like people that are in HR. When you don't have that turnover, when you have people that you're treating really well as a company, and then you're able to share that with others, like that just means a lot for like what the work that you're doing too.
Yes, I think it represents who we are at Manpower very well because they're like, "Oh, well, you're there a long time, so it must be a good place to work."
Yeah,
So, yeah, for
that's
sure.
awesome.
Yeah.
Especially like with the driving and stuff. Like that's a lot. But to have a good team and to have like a good company, like it's kind of like a sigh of relief.
Yes. Yes, because they know that's one thing that we're taking off their plate
Yeah.
that they don't have to worry about. With our recruiters, I'd like to say what makes us unique is our people
Hmm.
meaning the staff, because of everyone who works there and our experience. And I like the fact that with Manpower, we do a full cycle recruiting, meaning we're the ones that's going to help you from the day you come in the door to the day you get hired or the
Hmm.
day you find another opportunity. So you're not being bounced around to various people. We help you with getting the interview, onboarding, managing your payroll, helping you with questions, with your benefits, things that happen on the job that you need to have some assistance with. We help you, when you're getting hired, make sure that they're looking at special times to hire you. So I like the fact that our people provide that support
Mhm.
to really make sure everyone's successful. And I also appreciate the people in the sense that those that we hire, we are helping our clients to gain access to those that we know, not just what we do.
Mhm.
So we frequently have people who we're their first stop. They are from out of town, they need a job, and they'll say, "You're the first place I came."
That's
Because they know the
awesome.
Manpower name. And I do.
Yeah.
Or they'll say, "I worked for you in a different area." And then,
Oh.
so the first thing I did was find the Manpower office. And so, whether it's people who have a history with us or the
Mhm.
people as our staff, we really enjoy making sure that everyone has a good experience.
Yeah. I think the full cycle, like, that means so much to people because when you're trying to find a job and maybe you've been having difficulty or you really need a job, like, right now, it can be so stressful, especially when you feel, like, alone or you're not getting callbacks, but to have somebody that genuinely cares and wants to help you find a great opportunity and is gonna not necessarily hold your hand, but it's gonna have your back, like, that
Yes.
means so much.
Definitely. I feel like we're more of an employment resource because
Mhm.
there are times that we don't have a match for what they need. But I feel at my heart that my job is to help them find a job, even if it's not with Manpower. So there are
Mhm.
some times where we may not have as many work opportunities, but I still will talk to them. I'll say, "So tell me where you've been looking." And then I'll kind of talk them through that. And they'll say, "Well, I've been looking, for instance, they'll say, "Well, I've been applying on Indeed everywhere and I
Mhm.
can't find anyone to call me back." And so I'll say and suggest, well, instead of just applying, go to that place, drive out to that place, let them put a face to the name that they're seeing. That will make you stand out. So
Absolutely.
just being able to give them employment tips, even if it's not with Manpower, because what we find is that typically people will come back to us. I feel like all roads lead back to Manpower, like it did for me. So even if it's not today, it might be another day. Or sometimes we have people who they work for us, they get hired, and then they become the client.
Oh, that's so
And so then
cool.
I'm sending resumes to them,
Yeah.
and they were originally our associate. We've had that happen several times, and that's the coolest, I think.
I love that. I love seeing people just progress from one simple opportunity.
Yes.
Like, it's so cool to see their journeys.
Just a spark,
Yeah.
you never know.
You
I
never
love it.
know.
It's cool.
Well, are there any we've talked about some of the different services that you offer to employers, but are there any specific, like, industries or types of businesses that you typically serve or that you look for?
Yes. So some of our specializations would be light industrial. I'll just name them off and then
Mhm.
I'll talk about them. But light industrial, engineering, skilled technical, accounting, admin, excuse me, professional, and then new is healthcare for us. So
Oh, excellent.
yeah, so always love that one. So when you talk about things like light industrial, we're looking for picker packers, production operators, shipping, receiving, assemblers, machine operators, warehouse. That's what that would include. For engineering, we actually have a division called Manpower Engineering. And so if
Hmm.
a job title has the word engineer at the end of it, we got you covered. So
Oh, that's so cool.
yes, they are handling anything with engineering. And those are going to be more like direct hire
Mhm,
placements, as we talked about, just due to the skill set and usually trying to find someone at another company to bring them onto our staff.
mhm,
They're going to typically be something that'll be a direct hire for engineering. We also have skilled technical. So if I think of it, if it has the word technician under it, that's probably what it's going to fall under. So like quality technician, manufacturing technician, even things like robotics and lab technician,
interesting.
we handle as well. For science, science and healthcare, we do get into the bioscience, research and development, pharma. So those are things that we're involved with as well. And then back to the more traditional that we think of, admin and
Mhm,
professional. So your front desk person, receptionist, accounting, admin, billing, sales, marketing, that type of thing. Those are usually the ones that we specialize in. All of those things are what we do through Manpower.
that is a wide variety.
It is. We try to keep things diverse to make sure we can service everyone that needs us.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like whenever every single thing that you said, I can think of at least 1, 2, 3, 10 businesses in the area that would be helped by that. So that's awesome.
I love it. Another feature that we have is called Manpower On-Site. So sometimes we have manufacturing companies that have a high volume of our associates,
Mhm.
and we send a staff member who is the on-site, and they sit in that office and may have a little cubicle or may have a desk. And so our associates come to them, like the employees would come to their HR department.
Mm.
Our associates come to this on-site, and then they're able to get the help that they would in a branch office.
Oh,
So
that's really cool.
that's something. And this is so new and exciting. Manpower also has a partnership with Walmart. So
Oh,
speaking
okay.
of going where the people are, there are some are some Walmarts that have Manpowers in them. So you can make the money and then go spend it. So we
I
help you
love
out.
that.
Yeah,
That is super cool.
it's brand new.
You guys have a lot going on.
We do. We're very busy
Yeah.
for sure.
Especially, you said you have 3 people?
Yes.
Small team.
Yes.
I can relate to that. I can relate to that. That's so cool, though. I love that.
It's nice because we are able to understand and fill in for each other.
Mm.
And also, I think it's really beneficial with me coming from being a recruiter.
Mhm.
Then when I'm taking job orders and speaking with clients, I can better articulate that to the team and know what kind of questions to ask so that they have all the information so they can just start right away and get the
Yes.
job filled. It just provides a different level of sensibility
Mhm.
about how to manage someone because I've been in that position before. So
Yeah.
I think that even though we have a small staff, it works really well.
Yeah. I love that. I feel like you've done, like, all the things.
I do feel like I've done all the things, and I didn't tell you, but I have done one other thing that we kind of call our Manpower Triangle is I've also been a client.
Okay.
So when I was in HR at R. Donnelly, I was the client. We had a staffing service that
Oh
serviced
my
us. So
gosh.
I was the client as well, and they would come and meet with us. So being an associate, a client, and a recruiter has really helped me to just see all the angles. And I feel like provide a better service because I
Yes.
understand that lens that they're looking at to understand what they need. It's worked good.
Rachel, that's so cool. I love that.
I don't know. I feel like it just makes us a more unique company or
Yeah.
especially a unique office because we're able to see things through everyone's eyes and then again provide a better service to them.
Absolutely. Well, if people are looking to either become a client or an associate, how can they learn more? Do you want to talk about anything you have available right now? Any specific jobs?
Yes, so we are always looking for things like stockroom techs, for example. We have an order in Charlottesville for a company that's looking for a customer service rep.
Mm.
So they kind of service they take the orders from the doctors and other people who need medical supplies.
Oh,
So
cool.
that kind of connection. So we have that in Charlottesville. And then here in Lynchburg, always looking for people who would be great entry level associates as well. And as far as where to find us, of course, manpower.com, that'll get you to the
Mhm.
worldwide one that we were talking about. But our office, can I give my number?
Yes,
Can they just give
absolutely.
me a call?
Yes, please.
Okay. So they can call our main number, 434-832-0266. That gets you to our main office in Forest. If clients want to contact me as well, they can reach out through that number and just say, hey, I'd like to speak to Rachel about some opportunities. And that's just probably the easiest way to reach us, or they could just stop on by. I'll
Yeah,
be happy to see them that way too.
near Bull Steakhouse.
That's right. 2 doors down.
I feel like I do work for you now. I'm excited now.
I know you'll be saying it everywhere now.
Yeah, seriously.
We'll give you a cut.
Thank you. Well, Rachel, this has been awesome. I feel like I've learned so much. Is there anything else that you want to add?
I would say that, we really want to make sure that people have a great experience. So whether they're new to the area, someone who's coming back to us, a client that's never worked for us, just call us and we will explain everything to you. One thing that I do always want to make sure our associates know is that there's never a fee for our services.
Mm.
That's definitely one thing that I think is key for people to know to just kind of wrap up is that if you're looking for work, it doesn't cost anything for us to help you find work. There's never a fee. I like to say the money only flows one way, and that's to you. So
Yeah.
we don't take a cut of what you get. Whatever your pay rate is, what the pay rate is, minus applicable taxes that the government requires. So there's no cost for our services. And then you also are getting a personal job agent who's going to look out
Mhm.
for you. And for our clients, I would say that we have a wealth of experience and we're happy to help discover what you need. We can do a little bit, we can do a lot. we're here for you, just whatever you need us to do.
Awesome. Well, if you're looking for a new opportunity, go talk to Rachel.
Yes. I'd love to talk to you.
Thanks so much for joining me today. This was great.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're listening to Not Just Buildings, hosted by the Bedford Area Chamber of Commerce and produced by Media Squatch. There are so many great people working together to make the Bedford area a great place to live, work, and do business, and we hope that by telling their stories, our listeners are able to become more connected to our community. After all, there are so many hidden gems, services, resources, and amazing opportunities just waiting to be seized right here in the area of Bedford, Virginia. If you like this interview, I have great news for you. New episodes come out every week, and we have lots of episodes for you to catch up on in the meantime. Episodes are available on Media Squatch Plus, as well as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, our weekly newsletter, Facebook and website, and anywhere else you can find podcasts. If you want to learn more about us at the Chamber, we encourage you to check out our website, bedfordareachamber.com, or give us a call at 540-586-9401. Thanks so much for listening, and keep an ear out for the next episode of Not Just Buildings.